a breaking news. Yes, India and the EU's talks on deepening space collaboration with a focus on the proposed role of an Indian astronaut who will be trained by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA) and all fly to the International Space Station next year. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said on Tuesday. The NASA chief also hailed India as a great future partner for astronauts in space and said that the two countries will launch a low Earth orbit observatory from India in early 2024. A NASA delegation led by Nelson held a meeting with Minister for State for Science and Technology Jitendra Singh on Tuesday. I had a discussion with the minister on what the Indian astronaut would do on the space station, and the two of us talked about the fact that things that are important to India and scientific research. The Indian astronaut ought to have that as a choice to do. If there is a particular part of research that he or she would be interested in, then I want to encourage that, Nelson later said at a media interaction. NASA will help train the Indian astronaut to fly to ISS, International Space Station, by end of 2024. Those details are being worked out. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO will announce that, Nelson said. The NASA chief asked Singh to expedite the program related to sending India's first astronaut aboard a NASA rocket to International Space Station. The Indian Department of Space said in a statement. India's first crewed space flight, Gaganyaan, is also expected to take place next year, kicking off a new era of space exploration. ISRO's Gaganyaan project envisages demonstration of human space flight capability by launching a crew of 3 astronauts to an orbit of 400 km for a 3-day mission and bringing them back safely to Earth by landing in seas close to India. The astronauts are hand-picked fighter pilots from the Indian Air Force who have undergoing training in Russia. Nelson also said the NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar observatory would be launched in the first quarter of 2024. Nisar completed a key trial at ISRO's compact antenna test facility in mid-November. In the first quarter of 2024, in a joint venture in India, will launch a very expensive spacecraft, Nisar, and it is part of what we call our great observatories. Remember, the combination of these 4 or 5 observatories that will be put up and all our 25 spacecraft looking at the Earth. The combination of all that information is helping us precisely determine what is happening to Earth and its climate, Nelson said.